Hi everybody, welcome back again in the program Let's Learn English. The easiest, the fastest and the exciting to learn English. Okay everybody, today if you want to improve your English very well, or maybe if you want to advance for your vocabulary, or maybe you want to get more advanced in your speaking English, that's right. This is the program will be guide you how to improve your English very well. Okay. Today I would like to giving you the lesson about daily English conversation basic topic. And today I would like to giving for the majoring in hospitality. Okay. Oke, sahabat semua pemirsa, hari ini saya akan memberikan topik tentang daily English conversation basic topic yang berhubungan di bidang dengan hospitality. What is hospitality? Ya, hospitality itu adalah sesuatu yang berhubungan dengan akomodasi. Misalnya adalah hotel, travel agent, and then maybe restaurant, something like that. That is need the hospitality, yang membutuhkan suatu keramah tamahan. Okay. Are you ready to practice English with some everyday English phrases in daily conversation? Okay. What is that? Yeah, it's something like how are you? I have already told in the before the lesson before that the verse is introduction. It's normally in a conversation we usually use the introduction first. What's that? The other phrases in the daily conversation. Okay, maybe you know that. No problem. It's okay. I don't know. Good luck. I'm nervous. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I don't like it. I'm leaving. Wait for a minute. Wait for a moment. You may go now. I do love this song. What is a beautiful place. I will you see tomorrow. Would you go to my house? I go to work by busway. Bring me some water, please. I like this cake. This is my favorite restaurant. It's something like that. All of them are the basic phrases in a daily conversation. But I'm here, I would like to giving the majoring in hospitality. Jadi hari ini saya akan memberikan tentang basic phrases di dalam conversation bahasa Inggris yang sering digunakan di bidang hospitality. Okay, let's check it out. Those are the daily phrases that usually used in speaking English. But here I would like to giving you other example, basic phrases based on the place, like in the hotel, in the restaurant, and in the airport. Okay, I will give you several conversation in daily life and you find out what kind of vocabulary that basically used in that situation. Jadi pada pelajaran hari ini saya akan memberikan beberapa contoh conversation, daily conversation atau percakapan sehari-hari di dalam bahasa Inggris dengan menggunakan kosakata yang berhubungan di bidang hospitality yang dalam situasi yang based on the situation, berdasarkan situasi. Okay. At the hotel, well, maybe imagine that you want to be reserved in a hotel that because you are a tourist. And then you have to reserve the hotel first if you want to living in the hotel. Or maybe you work as the customer service or a receptionist in a hotel. What will you do to offer or to giving information for the for the tourist. Jadi kita bayangkan hari ini bahwa Anda mungkin adalah sebagai seorang turis yang akan menginap di sebuah hotel, atau mungkin jika Anda misalnya bekerja di bidang hospitality sebagai seorang resepsionis, apa yang akan Anda tanyakan dalam conversation ini atau di dalam percakapan ini, saya akan mengulasnya. Okay. This is the conversation. Artist means here the receptionist. Good morning. Welcome to Commodore Seattle Hotel. What can I do for you? Good morning. My name is Tom Sanders. I have a reservation for a single room for 3 nights. All right, Mr. Sanders, let me pull up your reservation. I'm sorry, I couldn't find a record of your booking. Did you book the room directly through us? Or did you use hotel reservation service or travel agent? I booked directly through you, and I have already paid a deposit on the first night. I have a reservation number. Yes, sure. Could I see that, please? Of course. Well, I think I could be was a glitch with the system booking reservation. Well, sorry, we don't have a single room available, but no problem. How about if I upgrade you to business suites with jacuzzi available there? Oh, that sounds nice. How much more is that going to cost? That will of course be at no extra charge to you. Well, thank you anyway. Could I have your ID, please, and fill out this registration form? Sure, here my ID card. Okay, here you are, the key. You could have your welcome drink over there before check-in. Have a good day, Mr. Sanders. Thank you very much. Ya, dalam percakapan ini kita akan mengetahui beberapa kosakata or vocabulary that basic or majoring in hospitality. What is that? Yeah, the first is reservation. I have a reservation for a single room. Itu yang biasanya digunakan di dalam satu hotel. Jadi ada beberapa macam jenis kalau kita mau reservasi dalam hotel, single room or double room or kelasnya misalnya business or suite or president, something like that. And then what is other? Record of your booking. Jadi itu adalah kata-kata yang sering digunakan di dalam suatu pekerjaan yang di bidang perhotelan, booking. Jadi kita apakah sudah membooking duluan ketika mereservasi sebuah hotel. Did you book the room directly through the reservation service? Reservation service is usually available in the hotel or travel agent. Ataukah mungkin Bapak Sanders, Mr. Sanders ini mereservasi booking kamar itu melalui travel agent atau dari service yang ada di hotel. And then ternyata di sini terjadi sesuatu kesalahpahaman. Jadi Mr. Sanders he have already booked the hotel, the room for 3 nights, and he have already giving or paid a deposit. Nah, deposit adalah uang muka ya, uang muka. Jadi ketika kita masuk dalam hotel, biasa kita dimintain untuk deposit untuk satu malamnya. And then what else? A glitch with the system. Sepertinya ada something wrong with the system booking reservation ya. Jadi percakapan ini yang biasanya sering terjadi di dalam hotel. Jadi dalam conversation in a hotel. But no problem, how about is I upgrade you to business. Rupanya Mr. Sanders ini memesan untuk kamar single room yang biasa, tapi kemudian the reservation memberikan suatu karena adanya kesalahan ya, jadi kesalahan mungkin dari hotelnya, jadi dia memberikan to offer the business suite. Bisnis itu yang lebih atas daripada kelas yang dipilih sama Mr. Josh. Dan and with jacuzzi available, yang ada dilengkapi dengan jacuzzi. Wow, that sounds good. Okay, still tuned at win this program. I will back later. Okay. Okay, let's continue with the lesson today. I have already said that the conversation in a hotel, I will continue again based on the conversation here. Jadi tadi itu kan ada antara Mr. Sanders dengan the resepsionisnya, bahwa mereka melakukan, Mr. Sanders sudah booking hotel di situ selama 3 hari dan dia sudah membayarnya di awal dengan memberikan deposit seperti itu. Tapi ternyata terjadi kesalahan ketika dalam bookingnya itu, mungkin because of the system is very busy or a glitch, something like that. Dan kemudian dengan sopannya the receptionist giving to offer to upgrade, malah memberikan satu pelayanan yang lebih bagus, yaitu dari kelas yang biasa ke kelas bisnis, and with the jacuzzi available, dengan yang dilengkapi oleh jacuzzi, something like that. And I will continue. Oh, that sounds good. Wow, rupanya menarik sekali ini. How much more is that going to the cost? Jadi Mr. Sanders ini menanyakan, jadi kalau misalnya saya harus membayar tambahan berapa, dan rupanya that would be of course no extra charge to you. Jadi tidak dikenakan charge lagi, Mr. Sanders. Well, thank you anyway. Could I have kemudian Mr. Sanders setelah menanyakan bahwa apakah harus membayar ekstra, ternyata resepsionisnya ini karena mungkin untuk membawa suatu image dari sebuah hotel itu yang perlu kita, mungkin in hospitality especially, you have to giving a good service ya, seperti itu ya. Jadi memberikan upgrade yang dari kelas bisnis. Okay. And then what else? After that, could I have your ID please and fill out the registration form. Jadi setelah dengan ada suatu kesalahpahaman, kalau mau booking mau check in kan harus melengkapi dulu the ID card, or mungkin kalau di sini adalah kita KTP, atau mungkin surat izin mengemudi SIM, atau mungkin kalau orang dari luar negeri mungkin dengan identification like a passport, seperti itu. Okay, here you are the key, dan kemudian memberikan kunci dan nah biasanya kalau di perhotelan, di dunia perhotelan biasanya juga memberikan suatu welcome drink ya. It's very popular, especially in the hotel that have a high class, in mungkin bintang 5, 5 star, something like that. Yeah, we have already find out some vocabulary that majoring in hospitality in a hotel. Jadi saya sudah mengulasnya, memberikan contoh-contoh kosakata, kata-kata yang digunakan di dunia perhotelan. Okay. Mungkin ini sangat berguna sekali bagi Anda, or for the students that majoring in hotels and accommodation ya. Jadi ini memberikan satu pencerahan. Oh ya, jadi kalau misalnya Anda suatu saat sudah lulus dari sekolah perhotelan, kemudian bekerja sebagai seorang resepsionis, mungkin kan harus tidak hanya dalam bahasa Indonesia, karena mungkin juga di kota kita ada turis yang nginap di luar negeri, jadi Anda harus belajar untuk how to communicate or how to speaking English. Oke, lanjut kemudian another place is at the restaurant. Oke, in the restaurant, ini juga dunia restoran juga berhubungan dengan hospitality. Biasanya itu seorang pegawainya kan juga harus bersikap yang ramah tamah. I will give you the example of the conversation, daily conversation, and with the basic measuring in restaurant. And and good evening. What could I do for you? Ya, kita kemarin sudah belajar. Jadi kalau untuk yang lebih sopan kita menggunakan could ya. Jangan lupa itu ya. Oke. I need a single table with a pair of chairs for 2 person. Okay, follow me. Could you give me the menu, please? Nah, itu adalah kata-kata yang biasanya dalam misalnya di restoran kita dimintain untuk kita pasti untuk minta menunya. Okay, absolutely. What is the main course recommended in this restaurant? Jadi orang ini menanyakan main course, menu utama. Jadi kalau di suatu restoran yang besar itu ada starter itu biasanya appetizer, and then the main course makanan utamanya, and then the dessert, and then drink. Jadi itu adalah macam-macam yang ada di dalam restoran. Okay, let's check it out. What is the main course recommended in this restaurant? There are so many main course are delicious. If you like beef, perhaps you can take beef Wellington platter. It's sweet for you. Or maybe you can take a sirloin or tenderloin steak in the medium rare. Nah, ini adalah macam-macam. Kalau di dalam dunia kulineri, mungkin kalau Anda yang bekerja di food and beverage or FB product, food and beverage product, Anda mengetahui jenis-jenis makanan-makanan yang seperti itu. Like a sirloin and then tenderloin, it the kinds of beef, ya stick beef. Ada yang in a medium rare, and then what is that? And then rare itu yang mentah sekali. Mungkin kalau untuk yang mentah biasanya makanan-makanan Japanese ya, makanan like sukiyaki or some sushi ya, something like that. And then yang paling disukai adalah well done. Kalau well done itu sudah matang sekali. Jadi kalau misalnya di dunia kulineri or dunia restoran or food and beverage product, you have to know that. You have to master the kinds of food and beverage product. Okay, let's continue. And then with I take maybe you can take sirloin and tenderloin steak in the medium rare with the barbecue of the black pepper. The kinds of the sauce ya, ini macam-macam saus yang ada. And then if you like poultry itu adalah unggas. Unggas itu bisa chicken and duck and then maybe turkey atau ayam kalkun ya. You can choose chicken steak or roasted duck with a chestnut. Ini nama sebuah masakan ya yang mungkin populer di sana. Okay, we take one sirloin steak, barbecue sauce medium rare, and the roasted duck with the chestnut. Oh, how about the starter? Ya, saya sudah membicarakan tadi bahwa starter itu misalnya adalah appetizer sebelum Jadi sebelum makan main course itu mereka makan dulu appetizer or starter. And then what is? Okay, I want a vegetable soup. And then for the dessert, I want two Budapest cake, and the drink I would like take some cold latte and the orange juice. Jadi tamu ini memilih, kalau misalnya appetizer biasanya sup. Mungkin kalau di Indonesia biasanya itu disediakan kayak rujak manis itu aneka vegetables itu biasanya, or maybe salad itu termasuk dalam appetizer. Okay, I will back after the commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Okay, welcome back again. We will continue with the conversation in the restaurant. I have already said there are so many vocabularies that majoring in a restaurant. Okay, I will continue with the conversation. Yeah, okay, how about the starter? And then they have already said for the starter, and then the main course, and then what is it? The dessert. The dessert is kind of like biasanya kalau dessert itu seperti kue-kuean or snack ya. And then, okay, sir, wait a minute. Your orders will be available in 20 minutes, but your drink will be available as soon as possible. Jadi kalau misalnya di dalam restoran, karena harus menyiapkan makanannya lama, jadi yang dikeluarkan dulu adalah the drinks. Okay, let's find out what kinds of the vocabulary that majoring in the restaurant or hospitality, especially in culinary or food and beverage product. What is that? Yeah, a single table is usually used in a restaurant, or a pair of chairs. Jadi dalam restoran itu ada yang single, mungkin hanya untuk two person, or maybe with a double table. Biasanya itu mungkin yang reservasi misalnya bersama keluarga lebih dari 2 orang. And then what else? The menu is especially jadi menu makanan yang ada. And then the main course, I have already said that main course adalah makanan utama. Appetizer or starter usually like a soup, like a vegetables, salad or something like that. And then the dessert, I have already said that it's a snack. And then what else? Oh yeah, it is the very important things is orders. Orders itu adalah pesanan yang biasanya dikata di dalam dunia kulineri, di dalam dunia food and beverage product. Okay, let's continue with another conversation here. I take in the airport. Jadi sesuatu yang biasanya berhubungan dengan hospitality, dunia hospitality itu adalah hotel, and then restaurant, maybe a travel agent, and I take this one at the airport. Well, imagine that you are going abroad. What have to prepare for that? Jadi kalau misalnya di dalam dunia travel agent yang disiapkan itu pertama adalah tiket ya. Yang pertama adalah tiket. Kita membeli tiket mau pergi kemana, going to somewhere. And then after arrive at the airport, what will we do first? Yeah, we need to go to the check-in counter. Jadi ketika kita sudah sampai di airport, apa yang kita lakukan? Ya, kita langsung ke counternya dulu untuk check in. And then I have this conversation, ya. Hello, we would like to check in. Hello, could I see your ticket and passport? Nah, ini mungkin orang yang mau bepergian, going abroad, mungkin to another country, pergi ke luar negeri, jadi harus menyiapkan paspor. Yes, for sure. How many luggage do you want to check in? Nah, ini kata-kata yang biasanya di dunia travel agent itu atau di airport itu luggage. Luggage itu adalah bagasi. Jadi kalau misalnya kita membawa tas, a big bag, suitcase, we have to use the luggage. Jadi kita harus masukkan di bagasi. How many luggage do you want to check in? 2 luggage. Okay, put your luggage and the scale please. And how many carrier bags are you taking with you? Jadi ada, kalau biasanya kalau ibu-ibu mungkin pasti ada kan membawa carrier ya, tasnya ibu-ibu itu bisa dibawa di dalam pesawat. Tapi kalau yang the big suitcase we have to take in the luggage. And then sebelumnya itu harus di put on the scale. Scale itu apa? Ditimbang dulu berapa beratnya, something like that. And then, okay, I put in the scale please. How many carriers which taking with you? 2 carrier bags. Okay, here you are the boarding pass. Ya, jadi kalau sudah masuk the tiket itu akan diganti dengan boarding pass ya, untuk masuk ke dalam suatu pesawat nanti. Okay, thank you. You will be boarding at the gate B7 at 7 p.m. Jadi mungkin juga Anda bisa membayangkan suatu saat Anda bekerja di airport, jadi apa yang akan Anda katakan? I give the example. It's a basic phrase that usually used in daily conversation in the airport. Jadi ini adalah contoh conversation atau percakapan di dalam bahasa Inggris yang biasa terjadi in daily conversation yang terjadi real life ya. Okay, you will be boarding at the B7 at 7 p.m. And then after the enter the checking counter, and then you have to pass the security check. Jadi ketika sudah selesai di counternya check in tadi, kita langsung lanjutkan ke security check. What else? Apa yang akan terjadi? Ya. The passengers should take off the belt. Jadi tidak boleh menggunakan belt biasanya. Kemudian handphone, cell phone, and then what else? Cigarette, something like that. Tidak jadi sesuatu bahan yang berbahan baja atau berbahan kayak pulpen juga pasti harus they have to put it and to have to empty the pockets and then they enter the X-ray. Itu yang biasanya terjadi ya. Jadi sebelum masuk ke dalam, mungkin kalau di airport yang ada di Surabaya mungkin setelah checking center and then security check the first and then the other yang mungkin kan kalau nggak salah mungkin ada 2. Jadi sebelum masuk masih di lobby, masuk itu masih harus masuk security check ya. Kemudian ke check in, setelah check in itu juga security lagi. Kemudian di gate-nya juga security check. Jadi mungkin yang seperti itu ya, sangat ketat sekali. And then after that you have already in the gate. Nah, yang perlu diketahui itu kita harus ini yang sering terjadi kalau the passenger itu kadang-kadang misalnya di situ kan banyak sekali toko-toko souvenir. Kadang-kadang kalau ibu-ibu itu suka lupa kelupaan kalau dia itu ada panggilan, biasanya itu there is announcement ya, kita harus be aware of the announcement, pengumuman misalnya ya, nanti di gate berapa, di jam berapa, atau mungkin pesawatnya mungkin ada di delay atau something like that. This usual and it's very basic in the airport. And then during the flight ya, ketika sudah masuk di dalam satu pesawat, kita akan bertemu dengan stewardess atau pramugari, and then they say that fasten the seat belt before take off. Ya, jadi harus mengencangkan memakai sabuk pengaman sebelum take off. Okay, let's find out some vocabularies that related in the boarding in the airport. What is that? Yeah. The first here is check-in counter. Check-in counter is related to the place that basically in the conversation in the airport. And then what else? The tickets and the passport. And then what else? Luggage. Ya, luggage. Luggage itu bagasi ya. And then what else? Carrier bags. Ya, carrier bags, tas yang dibawa. And then boarding pass, yeah, before you take off, you have to boarding pass first. And then security check, yeah, security check. And then the X-ray I have already said. And then at the flight, fasten the seat belt before take off. Jadi sebelum take off, sebelum terbang. And Okay, I have already giving some example of the conversation about the hospitality. I hope you will be get advanced in your English, especially in a hospitality. Okay, stay tuned in this program first and don't go anywhere. Okay, still with me Nana in the English. Let's learn English. The easiest, the fastest, and exciting in learning English. Okay, saya sudah memberikan beberapa several conversation basic phrase in the daily conversation, majoring in hospitality, and I have already said. The example in the first in the hotel, and then in the restaurant, and then in the airport. Maybe in the next lesson I will give you some examples, the conversation with the travel agent or in the tourism area tourism destination. Jadi nanti mungkin di episode yang berikutnya saya akan memberikan contoh a conversation di dalam bahasa Inggris, basic phrases dengan kata-kata bahasa atau frase yang biasa digunakan di dunia hospitality, dunia perhotelan dan dunia travel agent. After we wrap it, I hope that you are you job or you working in a hospitality, you can keep learning about the conversation. Jadi saya harap mungkin Anda yang bekerja di bidang perhotelan, restoran, atau di travel agent di airport itu harus saya menyarankan untuk selalu belajar, keep learning to speaking English daily. Mungkin bisa menggunakan dengan kata-kata yang masih dasar. Saya sudah memberikan contoh yang sesuai dengan real life. Jadi di kehidupan sehari-hari di dunia hospitality. Okay, maybe if you have a question, if you have a question, or don't hesitate to ask me or to request a question, giving question to me. Follow my Instagram, Mrs. Nana Paramasari. You can follow my Instagram and you can comment there. If I available, I will give the answer as soon as possible. Okay, maybe in the end of this lesson today, I suggest you never give up to learn English. Jadi saya berharap bahwa Anda semua jika ingin tetap belajar bahasa Inggris, jangan putus asa. Maybe saya tuh kok nggak bisa ya bahasa Inggris. Padahal saya sudah pernah belajar. Keep learning and learning. Maybe you can start with your daily activities. Saya sudah mengatakan bahwa bisa dimulai dengan aktivitas yang seperti aktivitas sehari-hari. Mungkin Anda bisa mengajak teman Anda, misalnya ngopi-ngopi nih, pakai dalam bahasa Inggris, gak apa-apa. Jadi seperti orang Jaksel ya, Jaksel itu usually speaking Indonesian with the English ya, bisa digunakan itu, mungkin bisa diterapkan. Jadi, still stay tuned in this program because this program is very beneficial for you if you want to improve your English very well. See you in the next lesson. Thank you very much. Have a good day and bye-bye.